on to you, Taurus. So you, Taurus, have got the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Cups, Four of Wands, Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Justice, the Nine of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Seven of Pentacles. So for you, Taurus, right? Some of you Taurus, your dreams of finding a family may be thrown in a garbage can. You may have thought that you could have found someone that was potentially different, a lot different from all the other scumbag people that you've interacted with. But some of you Taurus may think that Four of Wands, Four of Swords, you may never actually find that. You may never actually find a person that you can be in a successful relationship with where it works. The two of y'all have a family, right? Offspring, and the two of you actually work well together, where it's not games or, you know, they don't have to betray you and go behind your back and do all these other things. The Ace of Pentacles definitely is about how you want to be at, you know, you have a lot to offer to somebody, and you wish that things could have turned out differently. You don't want to be this treasure trove, right? Ace of Pentacles. You don't want to be this treasure of a person that would be great to be in a relationship with, but it's so difficult, right? Because of circumstances. And the Queen of Wands represents, but at the same time, the Queen of Wands and the Justice represents, at the same time it looks bleak. It looked like you Taurus may, and this is the type of internal dialogue that you're having with yourselves. This is not me saying that to you to bring you down and to get you Taurus to start thinking that I'm trashing on y'all. This is the type of internal dialogue that you need to fix within yourself. Like I said before, if this is something that if you really want a relationship, you're going to have to get out there. You're going to have to try, you know, everybody needs to approach at least a few times in their life. Everybody. If you're not approaching, you're wasting your time. Don't be surprised if you don't find somebody. Because like it is, I said before, there's way too many people who expect to be approached, and it's like, this is not reality. It's not reality. And the reason why it is I stress the whole approaching shtick to that degree in the first place is because most of the times you will approach. That's another layer that a lot of people are not going to tell you. Most of the times you're going to get approached. Excuse me, not get approached. Most of the times you will have to approach, right? This ideology of people getting approached a lot. Look, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. The people who get approached a lot are people who usually, right, stress their looks or accentuate their looks, right? Really lean into their looks on either side, or you know, the individuals that ultimately, you know, they ultimately end up playing a lot of people anyway. So the Nine of Pentacles now represents, but you have to understand this, that the delusion that you Taurus are in, where you're like, okay, you're gonna quit, you know, you're done. What is the point? The point is, this is something that you still want. You still want to get to know another person. And you can still have that. You can still do that. But you have to actually take a real approach to this. You know? It's like nails on a chalkboard whenever it is that people say that they want to find somebody, but they're not trying to approach anybody. It's like, and they're like, no, I don't ever approach. So how do you expect to ever be in anything real? It's like, oh, well, they got to come up to me. How many times does that actually happen? Not a lot. I know it doesn't, because not a lot of people get approached. You have to be a model or something like this. And the person or the people that usually get approached usually run through a lot of people on both sides, because they're very unsure about who's really rocking with them for real, and who's just interested in them in the short term because of their looks. You don't want to get approached too often. That's the other catch-22 that a lot of people are not telling you about. You shouldn't want to get approached a lot, because it means that people look at you like a honeypot. And so we gotta, this is the, like, anyway, so you have the Hangman and the Seven of Pentacles. Remember why it is that you date in the first place, okay? And that also, too, the Hangman represents, take a break. Honestly, take a break. Take a few weeks off, a few days off, depending on how advanced you are. That's my cat walking in the room. But let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Hanged Man. Three of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, the Moon, yup. The Eight of Cups, yeah, definitely. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, you need to learn to listen to your own internal dialogue, right? You're not paying attention to the realities of what's actually going on around you. You're looking at it from a perspective of, well, what's the point? Instead of you, Taurus, looking at it from a perspective of, you know, as long as you're striving to do your best, it's not really you. It's really the dysfunction that we have out here. Everyone is going through that. You got married couples where people don't even know that their spouse actually doesn't want to be with them like that because they're broken, you know? And the thing about it is, I mean, you could just turn on the show of Jerry Springer, you know? So let's clarify. So you have the Moon and the Eight of Cups, The Moon and the Eight of Cups now is about how, so what you have to do is, like I said, take some time out for yourself. The Moon is about ghosting. The Eight of Cups is about walking away. And then when these two cards come together, especially in this reading, it's about learning how to recharge your own energy. Take a couple of days off or a couple of weeks off from trying to get to know other people. You know what I mean? Don't accept any kind of romantic interest offers for a little while. And if you do, take their number down. Don't give them theirs. See, you really want to take a person's number down when you may be going through some things and you may not necessarily want to date. Sometimes it's good to take their number. Now, sometimes it's good to take their number if you do plan on calling them soon after. But the point that I'm trying to make here is you take their number because, number one, it does multiple things. Because when you take a person's number, right, if you don't necessarily want to date right now, you're not necessarily saying no. What it is that you're really allowing yourself to heal from the nonsense that you've been through. And then when you are ready now, you're actually giving the person a call. Because the wackest thing in the universe is to try to go out with somebody and you got all this emotional baggage and you're hanging out with the person like that romantically for the first time, and you got all this emotional baggage. The other person gonna be looking at you like, yo, what is wrong with you? So you take the person's number because, again, you're not necessarily saying no, but it's like, look, it gives you some time. It gives you some time for you to actually deal with your own trauma, so you can go, okay, now that I'm ready, I still have this person's number. It's not like saying no where, oh, okay, this person about to walk out of your life. It's actually, look, I'm gonna have your number saved in my phone, but I'm not necessarily gonna call you yet. And that's why it is that, you know, saving, I should say, keeping a person's number sometimes can be really the best thing. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video.